Hello everyone. In continuation with the previous lecture, uh, we are continuing it with the objectives. So, why crop cutting experiment is needed? So, in crop cutting experiment have the clear objectives. They are all as follows, such as to estimate the crop yield estimation and also to evaluate the farming practices, to support the policy decisions and also the monitor crop performances. In support policy decisions, it provides accurate data for crop insurance schemes or national food production estimates. In monitoring crop performance, to identify the variations due to pest, disease or the environmental factors. For example, in India, crop cutting experiments are used in Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. It is a scheme to estimate the yields for insurance payouts, ensuring the farmers are fairly compensated. It is very much cost effective and also requires the minimal equipment, measuring tapes, scales and the basic tools, and making it very much accessible. And also the higher accurate rate, that is the random sampling and standardized methods provides the reliable and accurate yield estimate. Then it is versatile in nature. It is applicable to various crops from cereals like maize and also to root crops like potatoes. It is the purely data driven decisions. It helps the farmers to optimize the inputs and also plan the food security. For an example or an instance, a 2023 study in Kenya used crop cutting to show 20% of yield increase with improved maize seeds, guiding the local farmers to adopt better variants and also the varieties. As a world map highlighting countries like India, Ethiopia, China, Brazil, and Zambia. So, in order to build our discussion of crop cutting experiment, today we will explore it with the real world applications across the various countries. So, this technique involves random sampling and harvesting in order to support the food security and also the policy making globally. So, in India, uh, crop cutting experiment is used from since the 1930s. Annually, over 1.2 million of crop cutting experiments estimate the 95% of food grain production and informing the policies to minimum support price. Minimum support price. Then, in the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, which is the crop insurance scheme, it assesses the losses with the piloting scheme in 2018 to 2019, integrating the satellites to reduce the experiments by 60% while maintaining the accuracy. Apps are also introduced by the government of India to enable the digital yield calculation at the panchayat level and also empowering the small landholders. This has boosted the farmer incomes and also the national food planning. And the applications in African countries. Ethiopia uses it to validate the maize yield on 237 plots, showing that single constant crop cuts perform other methods of accuracy aiding food security and amid the climate variability. So it have piloted the Food and Agricultural Organization supported CCE crop cutting experiment with the ICR in with the ICR training enumerators on the random sampling method. In Kenya, to demonstrate 20% of yield grains from improved maize seed, guiding the seed distribution programs in the 2023 study. So, this application helps the government in track production and also in rain-fed areas and promoting their subsidies and the drought response. In American countries, that is in Mexico, FAO field tested CCE methodologies in 2021, training teams on threshing and dry weight calculation for maize and beans, improving the national yield surveys. And also Jamaica also piloted for rooted crops. A FAO project in 2025 assessed wheat yield variability across 15,000 surveys, informing the sustainable practices and also the trade policies. This pilot study supports the Brazil's role as a global supporter, not only in USA but also in China. It uses the protocols set down by the National Agricultural Statistics Service for corn and soy in China to redefine the harvest losses, and also the supports the precision agriculture with the low yield variability and also enhance the global trade and sustainability. Despite its strength, this experiment faces the challenges also. The challenges may be the sampling errors, non-random or unrepresentative plot selection can skew results. We have to use the randomization tools like GPS or random number generators. It is very labor intensive process because it follows the protocols such as harvesting, weighing and processing samples requires time and trained and skilled personals. Then the environmental variability, differences in soil fertility or weather within a field can affect the accuracy. In order to sort this issue, we have to increase the sample size. It helps a little bit. Then the data processing. Errors in weighing or area measurement can lead to inaccurate yields. So that's why the precision tools are very much essential, and also it is a labor intensive and the time sensitive process. As to summarize the crop cutting experiment, it is a cornerstone for the agricultural research. Its objectives, yield estimation, and practice evaluation offers the accurate, cost-effective data, while the challenges like sampling errors is existing, so the careful methodology can overcome them. Its real-world application empowers the farmers, researchers, and policymakers to enhance the productivity and food security. As future agricultural scientists, you can leverage this technique to make a difference. Thank you, and I welcome your questions in our next session. See you in next class. Thank you.